It's time for the Madness Hour. Journey with me into the madness machine, where visions of the strangest sort await us. Don't be afraid, I've been there and back many times before. Just lie back on your comfy couch, listen to the sound of my voice, and forget that you were ever born.
Welcome. Say, how would you like to take the most mysterious, exciting, adventuresome trip in the world? We're going to do that in this little half hour. Now, what we're going to take a trip into is a little different than you think. It's not geographical. It's sort of mental. It's into these very hazy realms of human existence about which nobody knows anything for certain. Well, the time has come for us to enter the realm of pure human reason. So come along with me as we travel through the door. Well, we're going to do away with all these inventions of the human mind, which really don't explain anything, and we're going to try using our own basic intelligence and look around us in life and see what we can find. What do we see? Well, look here. What do you see here? You see a bunch of vertical lines of different length, right? All right, now look here. Now they're arranged in descending order. All right, they all have a different length. Now what do you see? You see a black triangle. But is it a triangle? Here's another little illusion of the mind. We call it a triangle, but in reality it's this. It's an infinite number of lines of various lengths, all arranged in a serial sequence. You see? And this shows it right here. You see, the lines now have been taken out, demonstrated, of course, and exaggerated. What else do we see? Now, exactly how many possibilities are there, and exactly where are they? Well, you try to imagine this as they're infinite in number, and the space we don't know yet. We're going to define space in a minute. We don't know what space is. So, they're infinite in number, but you try to imagine this. Most people do by imagining a gigantic sphere of unlimited size. You can't really do that. It's that way. Let's take the sphere and turn it inside out so that the space radiates out in all directions and the surface becomes condensed into a tiny central focus, like that.
Bestuur van de fietsen heb ik als mast, dit is bij het laatste. Er stuurt van de cirkel van de stem in uit, de roos, hier de zaal of de snacht, alleen is er ook. Zij, dat zit, dat is niet, die begint mast is een ja. Yes, ja, het meest, dat is niet, maar is net zie je wel. Ja, dan zeg maar, dit om schaams, dan ook op, zijn er way, dus net niet, om die reziet, maar wie is niet meer, heb ik je stuurt van haar voor.
We've been discussing pure reason, and of course we all assume that that resides in the mind. What is the mind exactly? Well, first of all, it's impossible to define right now. Scientists can't agree. We don't even know where it exists. We don't know how it functions, and we really don't know what thought is. We can't even define that well. But let's look at what it could be. For example, look at your screen, and what do you see? You see certain possibilities that don't change. Sure is nice when you go out camping, do a little bit of mountain or hill climbing. Very nice, enjoyable. Feel a little breeze, you feel the coolness, you know. Snow, nice and cold. Very nice. Beautiful mountains to see. You listen to the wind whistling through the hills. And you pour yourself a nice warm cup of coffee. Oh, that smells good. Terrific. Terrific. Really enjoyable. Now,
what is it about all this that makes it so enjoyable? Well, it's the senses. I smell the things and hear things and taste them, feel them, and see them.
Fellowship. There are other hands extended across the seas where
And I'm sure that there's an answer that leads us to the love that doesn't ask permission. When push it come to shove,
assume that now suddenly every human being has sight.
And what would happen? Well, if everyone didn't die of fright, they'd be so terrified they'd be paralyzed. What would happen to all the sciences and the arts that would have been invented to explain their existence without sight? Why, it'd all collapse in a pile of nonsense. And they would have burned heretics for no reason whatsoever. And what do we do now with our sight? We have created sciences and arts to explain our existence within our 5 senses now that we have sight. But what if we had one like the bat? Or another one as powerful as sight and different than the bat's? Or what if we had 5 more? What would happen? Why, our sciences and our arts and our religions would collapse in a pile of nonsense. And if we had 10,000 more senses, what would happen?
So what can you conclude from all this? Well, first of all, it's possible, so we got to take it into account. Scientists make, all of us make that. Scientists are foolish in a way. Every generation of scientists has a concept, has the idea that finally we've discovered the essence of life. Galvanic electricity, and it was magnetism. They thought they had discovered the secret of life, or were on the verge of it. Nonsense. Physicists formulated the concept of the molecule, and then the essence of matter. And there was a Nobel Prize. Phooey. Now they found out when they built bigger cyclotrons and atom smashers that they went into pions and muons, and now they're going to build a super collider 53 miles around, and they think they're going to get near the end of what matter is. There is no end to the spectrum of what's big in the universe and what's tiny in the microscopic world, and humans just can't get that through their head. Their senses limit what possibilities they can conceive. They're never going to get to the ultimate reality. We're never going to find out what the realm of possibilities are, you see? So you can conclude, I can conclude with confidence that it is the fastest of which we are aware. And any scientist who says anything other than that is foolish.
Okay, now, the time has come for us to retreat from this lofty realm of imagination, or as some would call it, those who have limited theirs and slapped on the labels we've talked about, the realm of insanity, down to our everyday world where we feel more comfortable with the way we think and react.
Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. If this video added value to your brief life, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Use the tip jar at the bottom of the description to help fund future videos.
Bye-bye.